The first step you would take if you could not collect in small claims would be what?
I would first look in the county where the person did business to see if they are proprietorship. Go to the assumed name records of that particular county.
Look for the business title that she is running?
Yes, or any other businesses that may be under that person's name.
And how does that help us?
That helps because you know if the person has been doing business as an entity, that you have a judgment that may not be collectible right at that moment, but a judgment is good for a period of 10 years.
What would be your second tip after that first step?
Well, the first tip with the writ of execution is I would look and see, I would go to the business location without breaching the peace, look around, see if the business is still operating, see if maybe they have an inventory, if the sign is still up for the business, see where they operate.
Okay.
Then I would tell the constables that are running the writ of execution, look, I went by, here's some pictures, or here's what I saw. Would you please go ahead and execute at that area on those items?
Okay. In other words, ask the constables to go to that business address and collect the money.
Correct.
Right?
And give them as much information in advance as possible, whether it be in writing or call. Constables are always wanting to help people that obtain judgments.
Once we get the constable involved with the writ of execution, information we should give the constable in advance, what would that be?
That would be whether or not you saw some inventory or equipment at the business location. See if it's open during normal business hours. Then the second thing I would do is I would get what's called an abstract of judgment.
An abstract of judgment. And what is that?
The abstract of judgment gives the judgment terms. You record that in the county where the business is operating, and it shows up as a lien, basically, against any non-exempt assets that they have in the state of Texas.
What would be your last resort in trying to collect the money from someone who's just not paying?
The last resort would be two things, and they're both legal. The first would be to, if you paid that person any money with a check, ask your bank to give you a copy of the front and back of the check. Then you would get what's called a writ of garnishment. You would serve that writ of garnishment upon a bank and try and freeze any money in that account to collect.
Very good.
The second way is even more complicated, but it's a way we use a lot of the times, is what's called an application for turnover and appointment of receiver. The application for turnover and appointment of receiver, a receiver is an officer of the court that would just go out to the business location if necessary, and if it was operating, can actually seize various assets at that business location and sell them for the benefit of only that judgment creditor, the woman.
Yeah, so the officers could go there and seize furniture, for example.
Correct.
Sell that and give the proceeds to the individual that was wronged.
Correct.
Correct. Very good. Very good. Excellent.